Greetings, Commanders, and welcome to episode 28 of Supercruise News. I am Zach, one of the community managers here on Elite Dangerous, and I am joined by another community manager, Bruce Garrido. How are you, mate?
Yeah, oh 07, everyone in the chat, and hello, Zach. Thank you for having me once again.
Hi.
I think we're we're on one hell of a streak
I,
here,
I
actually.
think I think this is four in a row. Correct us if we're wrong, chat. I think this is four in a row.
Yeah, so no, absolute pleasure to be here. Thank you all for joining us. Wow, we've got huge numbers actually in the chat across both Twitch and YouTube. Thank you all for joining us. So lots and lots of 07s to you all.
Yeah. So obviously, if you don't know what Supercruise News is, what we do is we talk about the in-game news, anything that's happening in the world of Elite Dangerous, and then we talk about the community because obviously community are a huge part of the universe of Elite Dangerous. We drop into Reddit, see what's going on there, and we take a look at some stellar screenshots, and then we just jump into the game. And today we're going to be doing a bit of sightseeing, a bit of exploring, Bruce.
Sounds like a good time to me.
Right, so let's get started then, shall we? I guess the thing that's on everyone's minds is that we are just 6 days away from the alpha. If my maths is correct, Bruce, does that sound right to you?
Yeah, I think it's the I was about to say the big six. No one says the big six. It's it's under a week away now, which which
I,
is
I
the
don't
big
think I've
deal.
I don't think I've heard anyone ever say the big six.
The big six. Who are the big six? It's the mystery. Maybe someone in chat will be able to solve that. But yes, under a week away now for the Odyssey PC Alpha launch, which is obviously a huge deal. So yeah, hopefully many of you in the chat will be ready to join us on Monday to get your first taste in game on
Yeah,
foot. Exciting indeed.
yeah, and we'll have more details on the rollout of the alpha in probably the next few days, so you can get an idea of what to expect in each phase. That's going to be coming by the end of the week for sure. Okay, so speaking of Odyssey, we've also got a special stream for you lined up on Thursday, so one to note down in your calendars. We'll be joined by a special guest and we'll be showing off a starport tour. So this will give you a chance to get an idea of one, what the inside of a starport looks like when you're walking around, and two, the kind of things that you can do and who you can speak to. So that's going to be an exciting stream on Thursday.
Yeah, definitely. The starports do look fantastic. I have had the pleasure of wandering around one myself, and it's quite the experience. I won't give you any spoilers today,
Yeah,
chat,
no
but
spoilers.
all of the different, no, not going to say anything else. It's nice to walk around and see all of the stuff it
Yeah,
has.
it's very as we sound like we're tooting our own horn, right? But it's very impressive.
Yeah,
So yeah,
it does fundamentally change the feel of Elite for sure.
hmm
Docking your ship and actually getting off and walking around, and then sorting your business out, maybe picking a mission and actually walking back onto it in the hangar
yeah,
and flying away. It's something else for
definitely
sure.
makes the world feel more real, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
Lots of people in chat saying, "Don't rub it in, Bruce."
Yeah, I want to. I can't. I'm so close to just no. I'm not going to say anything
Yeah,
else.
no
It's
more.
awesome. Just wait for it. You'll see it on Monday. Wait,
Yeah,
no, you'll see it before then. Sorry, you'll see it on Thursday, and then you'll get to do it yourself on
yeah,
Monday.
it's coming up. So okay, so what we'll do now then is we'll run over some of the community news, some of the things that have been happening in the world of Elite Dangerous, and the first one is something that we mentioned last week that we do want to mention again because it's happened, and it's a huge well done to Father Bill, who's raised over, at least when I checked, over $4,000 for Gamers Outreach, which is a fantastic effort. If you want to check out Father Bill and the charity Gamers Outreach, you can use !Father Bill in the chat. But yeah, well done to Father Bill.
Yeah, that's very commendable. Well done, Father Bill.
So this next one, Bruce, do you want to take this next one?
Sure. I definitely was prepared and have the
Oh,
list
I
of
can take it. I just feel like
news
this one
ready.
this one would suit you from what it is.
Oh, blimey, I had it here somewhere. There it is. So, up next, oh yeah, that was it. System chat. So, um, for anyone who likes to listen to Elite Dangerous related shows, podcasts, radio, broadcasts, etc., the System Chat podcast from Boss Lady B and WK Jez continues on to episode 3, featuring none other than myself. That came off way more grandiose than I wanted it to. I'm reading a script here, guys. That's not just me tooting my own horn. But no, Boss Lady B and Jez were really, really lovely hosts. It was an absolute pleasure to chat with them. They've also had some really great guests on already, including Kaizen, and I'm trying to remember who it was before me that they had on. I believe it was Suverine from Sagai. Really interesting chat that those guys had as well. Definitely worth checking out. We have a command in Twitch, which is !System Chat Live. Otherwise, just search it on Spotify and you'll be able to find System Chat.
Nice. Yeah, I did listen to it live. I did quite enjoy that episode of the podcast. So yeah, definitely check it out. Okay, next up, we've got an image for this one. So hopefully everything doesn't crash. Remember, we are working from home, so if we do crash at any point during the stream, we will get back as soon as possible. So this is basically a sort of virtual figurine, if I'm seeing it correctly. So this is from Enterprise, and his community is celebrating 1 year of weekly mining parties, and Commander, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Jordicius, has created this figurine to celebrate, and I believe they're going to be 3D printing it. So if you do want to check out Enterprise on Twitch, you can use !Enterprise, and like we said, he does a lot of these weekly mining activities. He does a lot of off the wall stuff. He likes to do combat with not conventional ships for combat and stuff like that. So definitely check him out. He's a great watch.
Really, really good creator. I appreciate the banana for scale there.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
To show the size, to show the size of the model there. That looks amazing. I really, really love it. I want one.
Right. So next up, we'll move on to some Reddit highlights. So I'm just going to get this out of the way first, chat. There was a lot of Lego this week, but I decided to omit it because let's take a break. We talk about Lego every week. I feel like it would be nice, to give it a miss this week. But what we do have is a pretty fantastic video from the user Phalanx Elite, and he's found an incredibly fast-moving ring of asteroids. And you can kind of, if you watch the video, this is better explanation than what I'm doing, but you'll be able to see the stars actually moving because the ring is that fast. So we'll just check out the video. You can see for yourself. I mean, I think everyone in chat spoke the same way that I was thinking. That's it's quite an impressive sight, especially when he says at the start of the video that they're going at 0% throttle and everything's moving that fast.
Yeah, that was a really cool video. Thank you for sharing.
So let's see if I can put the star system that is. If you want to visit it, I'll put it in the chat. It's got quite a name, so I'm not going to try and read it out. But
I think you should try and pronounce it as one word.
As one word?
The whole thing.
Okay. Grey for 19.
Yeah, fair enough.
I guess.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
Would you pronounce it the same way?
No, I think yeah, that's accurate.
Fair enough. Okay, so yeah, great video. Next up, we have got a wonderful drawing from user Lava Entity, and this is a Farragut capital ship, I believe, Bruce. If my knowledge is serving me right, it looks right. And again, we're starting to see actually a lot more painting of Elite and a lot more drawings coming through. At least that I'm noticing on Reddit. Maybe it's because of lockdown, obviously, but some of these paintings are just ridiculous. Like I can't even imagine where to start with something like this. I would just end up with a sort of like a stickman version of this, but obviously just like a rectangle or something would be my best effort.
No, that's a beautiful image. Who did you say the creator was? Sorry, Lava Entity.
Yeah, that is Lava Entity
on Reddit. Wonderful. If you happen to be watching or anyone in the chat knows them, tell them well done and thank you from us. That's a really beautiful picture.
Yeah.
I hope to see more of their artwork in the future.
Yep. Yeah, someone said I need that as a wallpaper. If you go to Reddit and you check out the top post from the last week, it'll be there. So yeah, you can probably have a look. Okay, so next up, we're going to go into Stellar screenshots. Bruce, do you want to give a quick rundown for people who might not know what Stellar screenshots is, how you can enter, etc.?
Sure. So we tend to remind you guys every week, but here it is. Stellar screenshots are pictures of the game, what you guys take and then send in. We like seeing them, you like taking them, everyone wins. Each week, we take our favorites and we call them the Stellar screenshots. So we slap them every week on Twitter and Facebook, a collection of, I don't know, 5 to 10-ish images. And we say, well done, guys, you made some really cool pictures of the game. And then in those threads, if you want to submit your own, you can. So post them as comments. And maybe we'll see yours and go, wow, those are really good pictures. You are also awesome at taking them. The forums is also somewhere what you can do that. So if you are interested, you should. Anyone who does get featured wins a unique paint job. There are 3 that we give out for this thing. They are the lava, ice, and acid variants of the Asp Explorer Shatter paint job. And that's about the size of it. So yeah, it's really just about sharing awesome moments in the game that you guys thought, wow, this looks great. And we want to see it too and say, wow, that looks great.
Yep, and I saw Heather, one of the mods in the chat, posting the link to the forum post. So thank you, Heather, and obviously thank you to the rest of the mods for joining us today. So let's start off with this one then, Bruce. This is obviously a beautiful shot of a populated Earth-like, and every time I see one of these in the Stellar screenshots, my first instinct is to check. Like when I call it an Earth-like, I'm like, is this Earth? And I don't
there's
think
going to be one week where it is Earth and you call it an Earth-like, and I'm patiently waiting.
I don't think this is Earth, but I can't be 100% certain.
It's so hard to tell. It's so hard to see through, like, you know, the atmosphere there and the shape of the landmass. But yeah, it doesn't seem like Earth.
But fantastic picture either way from Commander Celestial.
Yes, well done.
So next up, this is Commander Floranus, and this is a shot from an interesting angle. It looks to be an Orbis starport from what I can tell. It looks like behind that little arm. What I actually don't know is what is this bit? You know, what's in the foreground? Because I think that's an Orbis starport, but I'm not sure what this is here.
Oh, I see what you mean. The big bit in the middle at the front.
Yeah.
I wonder, is it, because it doesn't seem to be part of the starport, is it one of those capital ship repair stations?
It could well be.
One of those. Not sure.
Yeah,
Fennel says some kind of shipyard, carrier, dry dock, ship dock. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
That seems to be what it is.
Thank you, chat. Yeah, capital ship dock. You were correct, Bruce. Yeah, fantastic image. Next up, this is one of a series that obviously was going to come this week after we had the bombings. Along with the tragedy comes a chance to take some screenshots, I guess. And this one is from Commander GamerGirl96, and yeah, it's a fantastic action shot from inside the burning building. Hopefully they've got some passengers on board and they're not just going in to take some photos. But yeah, fantastic image.
Yeah, really cool image. It looks like it belongs on a movie poster almost.
Yep.
Yeah, really, really well taken.
I think the atmospherics when in a burning station just lend themselves only like perfectly to this kind of thing.
Well done for taking advantage of the content of the week to take the image.
Yep.
That's big brain.
Another big brain from Commander Jayton, but this time it's from the outside of the station. A lot of the time when you see an outside of the station like burning picture, it's kind of really far out. We've got a great one later to show you, but this one I think is quite interesting because they actually get up close and personal with the damage. It's just nice to see the little details.
Yeah, nice. Well done, Commander Jayton. Sorry, I was just amused by one of the comments in the chat, which is just visiting a burning starport to take selfies and fly off again.
I'm sure some people in Elite Dangerous do that, and that's fine if that's how you want to play the game. Not a problem.
It's far less shameful than it is in real life.
Yeah. Okay, next up, this one is a nice change of pace from the last two. This is Commander Lancer Lupercal, hopefully. Much more peaceful image with some nice lovely green tones in this one Bruce.
Yes, I'm just waiting for it to pop up on
Ah,
stream for me. There's a tiny bit of a delay. There we go. I see it now. Yeah, that's very cool. I like the angle they've gone for here.
yep.
Sort of at surface level, so you can look up and see the quote unquote the ceiling, which is also the ground, right?
Yep.
Curving around the top there. But no, nice perspective.
Yeah, it's cool that like almost every week we see like an inside of the station shot, and the most of them highlight something else inside the station that we hadn't seen or focused on before. It's pretty cool.
Oh no, there's the Zach Cocken stellar screenshot tip of the week. So every week you give away what Paul's looking for.
That is this week's.
The tip off anyone who wants to get stellar screenshot features for the next week.
Yeah, so remember now, if you want to make a list, it is a nice inside of the station shot, and why have I forgotten? Why have I forgotten the other thing that he likes?
Burning stations and station interiors at the moment
Yeah,
they are hot right now,
they're the hot.
literally and metaphorically.
Okay.
Have I gone too far?
Never too far. Never too far. Okay, next up, this one is another inside the station shot, which proves our theory. This is from Commander Lycantocles. I'm hoping that is correct. And this is, yeah, it's nice to see the ship resting at a station with a nice focus on the tail of the ship. Usually we get a sort of sailor screenshot of the front of the ship, but this time we got a nice of the behind of the ship.
The behind, indeed, yeah, it looks great, and I think you've nailed the pronunciation of the name there, Lycantocles. That's a cool commander name.
If that's not how if you're watching and that's not how you pronounce your username, I recommend that you change it to pronounce it that way from now on.
Maybe it's Lycantocles.
That would be way worse.
It would. Lycantocles is, I don't know, is Greek, and lichen meaning like wolf, right?
Yeah,
So
it makes
that's probably the
sense.
inspiration.
Yeah, cool name.
Yeah.
Cool name.
Very cool.
Next up, this is from Commander Manuel Shepherd, and great colours obviously in this shot. The star looks like it's kind of misted out, and there's obviously the shadowed crystals in front. Bruce, I know whenever you get around to seeing this image, I know it's quite dark on the screen, but could you give us a precise
I'm trying
analysis?
to remember I mean, obviously they're silhouetted, so it's kind of hard to tell which variant they are exactly because you get the different colors.
Yeah.
It looks like they're crystalline rather than metallic, but I'm open to being corrected.
Well, I don't think anyone can correct you, Bruce.
But no, these are the sharpest and edgiest and darkest variant of the spiky boy phenomenon.
Yep.
That we do tend to come across now and then. But no, really beautiful image there. I saw a similar one to this not so long ago, and I think I said something like, because they're silhouetted, they kind of almost look like cracks in the screen.
True.
So,
yeah,
I really like that effect that they've got going on there.
Fantastic. And another one, Bruce, we'll hand straight over to you. I actually do know what this one is. I did some research. This is another crystal, but this a much different shot. The perspective on this one is great. Obviously, Bruce, can you give us a scientific rundown on the nature of this crystal and stuff like that?
Oh, I've forgotten what it's called. I mean, it looks almost like it looks like the basalt stones from like the Giant's Causeway. You know, sort of the hexagonal.
It really does. Yeah.
It kind of gives me that impression, but they're all sort of protruding from a single point in different directions. But otherwise, yeah, someone in the chat says it looks like salt. It does kind of look like salt.
Yeah.
I don't know what they actually are. I must admit.
I'll give you 10 seconds, chat. Any guesses? Let's see. 5, 4, 3, 2. There we go. Festa 1902 was first I saw. It's a silicate crystal.
Okay.
Nice.
Of course. Yeah, no. I mean, that's obvious, right? But no, really cool image though. I love how they've lined it up with the star in the background, and
yeah, it's great.
The perspective is very cool with some of the bits obviously poking forward, and
yeah, you can see the smaller ones sort of obviously dotted around. They're not smaller obviously, but they seem smaller in the distance. But yeah, it's a great image.
Well done, Savo 4C.
And the next one, this is from Commander Zeto Raki, And I know a few weeks ago we shared a clip of Commander Alec Turner, I believe, and he discovered a way to basically do some rodeo riding on a Fargoid, and I believe that Commander Zetoraki has taken up the challenge. From what I can tell, chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but this looks like an SRV on top of a Fargoid ship. I think
That
that's what
is
this is, right?
that does appear to be what we're looking at here. We recently lauded a group of players who managed to get an SRV onto a fleet carrier.
Yep.
So
True.
that seems to be a theme at the moment. Like,
Yep.
where's the strangest place I can get an SRV that FDev probably didn't want us to put them? That
And then
seems to be
FDev
the
share
trend
on a
right now.
community stream.
Well, despite you thinking we might not want you to do it, we're always impressed and we
Yeah.
kind of enjoy to see it. I can only imagine what you guys will get up to as of Monday when you start putting things where they shouldn't be in Odyssey as well.
Well, that's the point, right? That's what we want people to do. The whole point of the alpha is really to test and get some data.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, last but certainly not least, this is from Commander Zulu Romeo, and this could be another one of those culprits, Bruce, of people just dropping into the system, getting the camera out, taking a nice photo of the burning station, but hopefully, Commander Zulu Romeo went into the station after taking this photo and rescued some passengers. But either way, fantastic image.
Yeah, really cool shot here. 07 to Zulu Romeo, who I think we have in the chat. Really, really cool picture here.
Yep.
There's something very clean and classic about the way it's been taken.
Yeah, it does. It looks
fantastic.
It looks very HD. I don't know why. I don't know why this image in particular looks HD to me, but it is. Okay.
Yeah, well done.
Well done. So yeah, well done to every commander featured, and obviously well done to everyone who does submit to Stellar Screenshots. It's great to. I know Paul has a great time looking through those weekly, and then I like to look through Paul's winning selections and then make some judgments, make some notes on Paul's selection process so that I can give you a heads up ready for next week.
Yeah, it's always nice to go through these. I know I explained them in a bit of a silly way earlier, but no, it's always a pleasure to see you guys enjoying the game and taking pictures and capturing really cool moments.
Yep.
Awesome thing to share. Between Zulu Romeo and I, no one else listened to this. Everyone turn your volume down for a sec just so I can speak to Zulu. We did get your message, either was it today or the other day. We'll sort out the skins for you that you are owed.
There you go. Everyone else, you can turn your volume back up. I know you can't hear me if you've got your volume down.
Should have thought of that before asking.
Okay,
all right.
So that is all the Stellar screenshots. So what we're going to do now, Bruce, unless you got anything else you quickly want to mention, or are we good to go?
No, happy to proceed.
Cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move into the game. And what I felt like doing this week is just doing a bit of sightseeing, because obviously when Odyssey arrives, with it comes new planetary tech, and that means that some of the places in the game may look different. So some of these places on our list that we might not necessarily get to today are planets, and there's some planets that I wanted to see and moons before things change. And obviously, it's a good idea if you are a sort of sightseer and you've got a nice planet that you wanted to visit and you haven't yet. Now's probably a good time to check it off your list. But yeah, we'll move over into the game. So just give us about 30 seconds to do so.
Zulu Romeo confirms in the chat that he went into that station after the shot to get his passengers nice and warm.
Very good. Okay, so what we're going to do is continue the game.
All right. I don't know if I'm actually transmitting my gameplay.
You are indeed
transmitting
your gameplay.
Okay, brilliant. I won't touch anything.
What I'm not seeing is my mouse on the screen. There we go. So, if you want to actually follow and check out this route that we are, semi-following, you can put !route in the chat. and this is, I believe, called Amazing Places Near Seoul on EDSM by Astro Idex, I think. And basically, if you watched quite maybe 2 months ago, I started doing this list, and I wanted to carry it on. So we've skipped a few places, and we're now currently in the Trappist system. So, Bruce, would you prefer to multi-crew, or would you like to fly about yourself today?
That is a great question. Let's multi-crew. I will assume the role of cameraman
Sounds good.
and engage with the chat
Yeah.
while you take the controls.
So yeah, chat, now is a great time. If you got any questions, just want to hang out. We're just going to be playing the game for about 30 minutes, doing some exploration, chilling out. So yeah, any questions, Bruce is on hand. But I'm also here flying the ship.
Sounds good. Already got a question that I kind of want to answer, which is when will we be able to land on Seoul? And it's obviously a really popular request. However, it's a really complex issue. So, like, if you could land on Seoul,
Well,
what
Solid's
would
a
you?
star, no?
Sorry, I think what they mean is Terra, land on Earth.
Yeah.
You're right. Landing on Seoul would probably be a terrible idea. Landing on Earth, I guess the question really is, what would you want to happen once you've landed there? Would you like to see a one-to-one replica of our whole planet? Because that's just never gonna be possible,
That would be
right?
very
At
difficult.
least, you know. So it's a question of what level of immersion are you willing to compromise for the ability to sort of land on it and look around. Some people, all right, someone already says they think it would be a terrible idea. I don't know if they
Chat is
actually
on
do,
form.
or
Chat is
if they
on form.
just wanted to make the pun. But I am genuinely interested to see what people think would be the design solution to that issue.
Yeah.
Because
It
if
is
you
an
want to just
interesting one.
land on your own house and be able to see yourself playing the game through the window in the game, then maybe you're asking a bit much.
That seems like a reasonable feature to me, Bruce.
I mean, there are no plans for it at the moment.
No.
All right. While chat ponders that, I'm going to join your multi-crew.
Yep, you should have an invite. Let me know if you don't.
I sure do.
So I think Trappist is the very real system that I think, and chat, I'm sure you can correct me, but isn't this one that potentially could house multiple Earth-likes or something like that? What's the real science, chat?
Okay, got some. Okay, Farron CW says you should be able to fly to Terra, and then it just turns into a flight sim.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay, maybe if we integrate with some other popular flight sim game which has just planet Earth on it, and it transitions seamlessly. Someone else says they're not too bothered about Terra, but Luna, on the other hand, yeah, that's reasonable. I would like to see Luna added at some point.
Yep. Aha, here we go. This is the one. Trappist 1-4.
Shorty asks if we're in Odyssey or normal play right now. We're playing the base game at the minute, but you'll be able to see some Odyssey gameplay on Thursday with the Starport Tour stream. So join us for that. And if you have access, you can play the alpha on Monday if you're a PC user.
Okay, we're going to head to Trappist 1-4 and have a quick look. That is going to be a very interesting stream on Thursday. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it really will be. So am I. And even then, I mean, as exciting as it is, and I don't want to de-hype it at all. You guys should be hyped for it because it's going to be great. However, it is one thing to see it and another to play it. So hopefully it will get you guys even more excited to give it a go on Monday and start making your own content and walking around different areas and seeing things and interacting with them. Really keen to see what you guys get up to and the kind of content you start producing.
Yep. So Astro Criminal said, what is happening on Thursday? So we'll have a special guest on, and we'll be doing a Starport tour. So we'll be We'll be showing you basically the inside of a starport when you obviously get off your ship and walk around and look around and see what's there. So it's gonna be definitely one to check out if you're interested in Odyssey, which I'm sure most of the chat are.
Downtown Skinny asks, if you die in Odyssey, will you die in real life? Um, so this was a feature that was pulled about halfway through development. We decided actually, rather than just have people die instantaneously in real life,
Yeah.
we would have them either respawn in their ship orbiting the nearest planet
Mm-hmm.
or at the nearest starport. We thought that was a bit more sort of player friendly.
Yeah, it seems more like a reasonable addition, right?
Yeah, but depending on your state before you die in Odyssey, that will determine sort of the rebuy screen and where you end up. In some instances, you'll have a choice.
People in the chat making me laugh. It's hard. It's hard to concentrate sometimes. Okay, so this is Trappist. It is very much an Earth-like, and I'm assuming this Trappist 1.4 must be the one that scientists are thinking, hey, let's check out. But we'll move on. We'll move on to the next system on the list, and this is the system Alaunus. Maybe I'm pronouncing that wrong, but apparently there's quite a lot going on in this system, so I want to check it out.
Sounds good.
Any more questions for us, chat?
Ooh, okay. I've just had something come in very hot off the press,
Right.
as in I'm speaking to a Commander Ptolemy behind the scenes
Ah,
in this exact moment, and we might have something
I think I
to
know
share
what
with you guys.
I think I know what it may be.
It's going to mean a little bit of doing some
Yeah, it will. It will, but I
stuff
think
on the fly, Zach. Sorry to add this pressure to you,
that's fine.
but we
Let's
might be able to share something for you.
yeah, just give us a bit, chat. You will appreciate it. Give me like 1 minute, chat, and we'll be back.
Dunkalora wants to know what time the alpha is releasing. We don't have an exact time for you at the minute, guys. Sorry about that. We know it's cutting it a bit close, but it's going to be a sort of a tricky thing to implement, and it's going to, require a lot of attention on hand at the exact time. So as soon as we know for sure, we'll tell you.
Right. So now I'm messing around behind the scenes. So just give me 1 minute, chat, and we'll show you something pretty cool, hopefully. And then we'll get back to our exploration.
Jack Little asks if we can play ED battle cards in the social hubs. There are no plans for that, but there should be now that we've been given the idea. Although I've never actually played battle cards myself. Does anyone in chat have a set? And how is it?
That's a cool idea, actually.
Nyan Lahotep asks if we can fix their ugly character's face in Odyssey. I mean, you can already adjust them in the Hollow Me, but if you still can't change your own face to your liking, there will be various cosmetics that you can put all over it instead to make it look better. So if you can't fix it, just cover it up.
Okay, hang with me, chat. We're still working on it.
Fleet carriers, there's no plans for them to have an interior in the way stations will at the moment.
Okay, I believe we're ready.
Okay, great. Let's show them the thing.
Okay, so here we have chat, and watch the stream crash now. But here we have the Pioneer suit skin, which is a pre-order bonus if you pre-order Odyssey. So this is the skin that you'll get, and obviously it's available for the different types of suit. And yeah, there it is. We'll obviously post a clearer image of this on socials, I would assume, very soon. But yeah, here's a quick first hot off the press glimpse at the
Seriously
Pioneer.
hot off the press.
Very hot.
Scorching. But yeah,
Looks like
that's what the Pioneer skin will look like,
Yeah.
guys. I think it looks great.
Yep. Positive reaction from the chat.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I know I would say that, guys, right? But genuinely, I enjoy it.
Indeed, I like the color scheme very much. So this is actually my first time seeing it, so I really like it.
Yeah, same here.
Right,
Very cool.
Should we get back to our exploration?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So yeah, there you go, chat. I hope you appreciate the hot off the press antics. Okay, so where are we? We're in the Alaunus system.
Some smart guy, some wise guy in the chat saying that's a very small planet that they're standing on.
Chat. There's something.
Chat needs to behave.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to reconnect to Bruce.
Okay. All right.
Chat are on fire today.
My game has disappeared. Yeah, it does seem to have done that.
It's back. It is back.
It's back. Okay.
Yeah, I fixed said disappearance.
All right.
Chat will never behave, says Crispy Tater Tot.
Yeah, that does seem to be true.
That tends to be the case.
Yes, history does bear that out.
So there's still a lot of unexplored. Aha, there we go. Let's check out this notable stellar phenomena, and maybe our resident biological expert, Bruce Garrido, can give us a very scientific rundown of whatever we find.
I'm always ready for the technical scientific analysis of notable stellar phenomena. Literally always so prepared. I know some of you guys are asking in the chat about pre-orders for console. When we have a date or news on that for you guys, we'll share it. Yeah. Nothing we can say at the moment. Sorry, guys.
Quite far away, actually, from the star, this stellar phenomena, but we're gaining on it.
Ripey says, just make a Cobra Mark V. It can be even almost identical to the 4, keeping the 4 unique. I mean, that's a solution. A lot of you guys are like, well, I missed out on this ship and I would like to be able to have it. And we're like, well, we kind of promised it as like a one-off thing to these guys.
Yeah.
So I understand the tension. The idea of a Mark V, which is similar but different, I don't know. Does that really solve the problem?
No.
I'm not sure it does, but keen to hear your thoughts. Who's in favor of a Mark V? Who's not? I guess the people who aren't are the people who own the Mark IV mostly.
Yes.
So there's a discussion to be had there for sure.
I actually wanted, so here's an insight into what I wanted to do, chat. I wanted to check out Mount Everest because I've never been there. And that is a couple of stops down the list. But I think maybe if the ship has the range, I might just, once we've seen this, I might jump there and have a look. Because it's definitely something I've always wanted to check out. And it may disappear come Odyssey.
Mr. Vey wants SLFs to be able to land, but they don't have landing gear. So
it would be a crash landing.
Also, why? Is it seriously that important? Maybe a separate kind of sub ship, like a sort of mini vehicle that you could launch, but not unless, because an SLF, like, the purpose of the ship is in the name. So it's not ready for landing.
It's a ground launch fighter. That's the next version, right?
Ground launch fight. I mean, that's basically a tank, isn't it?
Well, can a tank launch? It'd be a plane. It'd be like a
Yeah.
jet.
Yeah, sure. I don't know if it was in a movie or if it was a real thing, but I'm pretty sure there was like a sort of tank carrier type vehicle that I've seen at somewhere. Maybe it was even in a dream, and tanks sort of come out the back of it. But maybe that's not real. I don't know. And it's still not really launching, is it?
No. Okay, we're getting close now.
Spring Buff wants to know if the lifetime pass holders will get the pre-order bonuses and stuff. Yes, you will. That is the case. Someone else asking if you can share things about the alpha and live stream it and all of that jazz. Please do.
Okay, here we are. Oh, it's definitely one that resident scientist Bruce could help us out with. Let's get a bit closer.
All right. What do we have here?
Looks like crystals of some form.
It does look like a series of crystalline formations. Let's go examine them in great detail. Commander Bay says, are we able to fist fight in Odyssey trying to start a fight club? Yeah, you can do that if you want. Sure. We will not stop you.
Is that going to be the next big group? Surely not.
I mean, I thought about big group.
Small group.
It will exist, I'm sure.
Okay, we are approaching. Let's see if we can get you on Stellar Screenshots next week, Bruce.
Get me on Stellar Screenshots?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't been trained. I've been meaning to do like a little internship with the SPVFA or similar to
that'd be a good idea.
To improve my screenshot taking skills, and I haven't done that yet. So I might struggle to compete.
Okay. So this is, and correct me if I'm wrong, or correct me if the game is wrong, Bruce, but this is a rubium metallic crystal.
I mean, who am I to correct the game? I understand the whole rubaic bit. They look kind of red to me.
Yep.
So fair enough.
You know what? I didn't even clock until you said that's where it came from. I'm learning new things every day.
That's what it's all about. That's the whole point of these adventures that we're going on.
Yep. Nice. Right. So I reckon let's see how far Nervi, which is the system Mount Everest is in, how far that is away.
Coded Dude asks about respawning. We did touch this very briefly earlier in the stream, but whether you respawn at your ship or the nearest station kind of depends. So if you don't have a ship, for example, which is a state in which you might exist as a player who has Odyssey, you would spawn at a station, probably the last one you visited, I think. And then if you do own a ship, but it's not sort of deployed as such, then you wouldn't be able to spawn to it. You would be at the station that it's at, I guess. But if you have a ship that's sort of out there and then you went on foot and then you died, I think you have the option to respawn at your ship. But it won't be landed anymore. It will be orbiting the planet that you died on.
And
that's my understanding.
Yeah, there's also the backpack mechanic. You may have experienced this, Bruce. I don't know if you died during your during your playthrough of the mission playthrough.
Yeah, so actually while we were doing the mission playthrough recording, I actually died before they pulled that feature about real life, so I actually happened to die in real life as well at the same time. which was not a great experience. Luckily, they patched it, and I did see the new rebuy screen.
Nice. Oh, let's quickly get the discovery scanner in.
Mr. Vey asks, if you die in multi-crew, can you spawn at the ship if it's still not your ship? That's a fantastic question, and probably one for you guys to test as of Monday, because I don't know the answer. I can try and get the answer to you, but we're 6 days away now, and it may be the case that you end up just trying it for yourself and seeing how things like that will work.
Right, we've arrived at the planet. This anaconda, I'm not sure, was it you who kitted this out, Bruce? But this is ridiculously good for exploration.
Sorry, have I tried what?
Did you kit this anaconda out? Was this you? The
What, the ship?
the Exploraconda.
I did, yes.
Brilliant job.
It's basically min-maxed for jump range, I think.
Yeah. I believe
I
it's
don't know if I
got
added
about
some
80.
extra. Yeah, it's almost 80 light years, I think. I don't know if I put any extra stuff on there, like scanners and whatnot, but
Yeah, there is scanners. There is very much
okay.
scanners. It's got the frame
So
shift drive booster.
It might be a little bit under the maximum, but it's pretty close to the edge of what's possible.
Yeah, and obviously you want the scanners and stuff on for an exploration ship. So I think this is pretty much perfect.
Oh, I appreciate that, Zach.
You're welcome.
Astro Criminal wants to know if there will be a bar. Yes.
Was that a scoop, or have we talked about bars before?
I don't know if that's a scoop or not. I'm not going to say any more in case it is a scoop, but happy to confirm that yes, there is a bar.
There is.
KG Ilu or K Gilu asks, what happens when the alpha test is over? Will it wipe? Yes, we're not going to carry over progress from the alpha into the live game. That would be a tad unfair. Sublime wants to know if you can easily swap between alpha and production with the client. Great question. I suspect, I'll get this double checked, but I suspect you'll have to exit the game and swap within the launcher. So you know the little box where you choose the version that you want to play Elite on. That's where you will be able to swap.
Yep.
I think.
That sounds right.
It sounds right. Oh yeah, sorry. You were talking about backpacks, and then I made some terrible joke.
That's all right. I mean, we can go back to the gameplay mechanic of Odyssey if you do want to.
Sure. Yeah, I think we should finish that thought.
Okay. So yeah, backpacks. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bruce, but you have a backpack storage. That obviously, if you die, you lose the contents of said backpack.
That's right. Yeah, things that you're carrying, you lose them because you died.
Yep. Makes sense.
They
right?
got left behind. Yeah, there's separate storage on your ship for things. So if you pick something up that's in your backpack, you take it back to your ship, and you're like, well, if I died, I wouldn't want to lose this thing. You'll be able to store it. But that excludes things like, weapons and ammo, which you'll be able to have sort of. You'll keep those. Are grenades affected by gravity? Yeah, they are. They really are. So the mission playthrough planet that we used was about half a G. So we threw grenades sort of behind the scenes a little bit just now and then when we were playing around, and they really went. What I haven't tried yet is throwing a grenade in a high G world where
that will be
presumably they won't go as far.
The opposite.
Yeah.
Okay, we're approaching now. So we'll quickly check out Mount Everest, hopefully. I think you can see it from orbit, so we'll check it out. And then we shall wrap up today's proceedings.
All right, sounds like a plan.
So if you do have any last questions for myself or Bruce, now's a great time to get them in. I believe it is 3A, sorry, that is the correct planet. But we'll find out. The correct moon, sorry.
Okay.
We'll see.
Just realized my camera switched to back being in the... It's not very scenic.
That's fine.
I can't get a cool angle.
Yeah, neither can I right now.
That'll do. That'll do. But yeah, sorry. Someone in the chat, Jet V, says something about us not answering their question. Do you want to repeat it, and I'll have a stab? Sorry, I'm not ignoring you. There's just 1,000 people watching, and lots of them are saying things. So sorry.
Can somebody in the chat, Bruce? Could you let me know, because I can't see chat right now? Are people telling me that I'm at the wrong place, or do I need to enter into the atmosphere to see it?
Chat, is Zach in the wrong place, or does he need to enter the atmosphere? Let him know, or let me know, and I'll let him know.
Thank you. Because I'm not seeing it right now. Any word?
No, actually, none yet.
Tell you what, chat. Disappointed.
So, sorry, we're looking for Mount Everest, are we?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Maybe no one knows.
Maybe it's a secret.
Shorty Ski wants to know if there will be emotes in Odyssey. I'm not aware of plans for any emotes, but I'm kind of keen on the idea. What sort of emotes would you like?
I'll give a suggestion,
game, if any.
Community manager at Frontier, I'll give a suggestion. 07 salute.
07, yes, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. I was going to say something stupid like T-posing. Astro Criminal wants to dab.
No, right, okay.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so Jev, your question, sorry, your Jet V1, sorry, your question was about raid finding features to find a group to play with. I'm not aware of a funnel like that existing. That's not to say it won't or doesn't, sorry. But at the very least, you'll be able to group up with commanders that you meet on foot in various stations or in the community.
Yep. Right, so I've given up on my quest to find Mount Everest today. I will try again in the future, but I did want to quickly show again, before we end the stream, the Pioneer suit skin if people only just jumped in. So this is the pre-order bonus, and it's available on all the free suit types, and it's a very nice black or grey and orange hue. Yeah, I'm trying to give like a sales pitch, but I don't think I need to. I think the suits speak for themselves.
Yeah, they really do. Love these. They look beautiful.
Hi, so let's wrap up the stream then, shall we? One thing I guess to note is, again, if you've only just joined or you joined recently, on Thursday we will have a special stream with a special guest, and we will be showing a starport tour. So it'll be a good chance to get a look of what the inside of a starport looks like when you're off your ship and walking around. So definitely one to check out on Thursday.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing you there, guys. There may or may not be Twitch drops. Just kidding. There definitely will be. That's the plan. And we're going to be offering something a little bit different than we have in the past, because we know you guys are like, please stop bombarding us with the same purple things.
Yeah.
And we've gone, well, okay then. Here's some other things, at least for a little while. So yeah, we look forward to seeing you then.
Yeah. Tangent UK says at what time on Thursday? It will more than likely be 7:30, but it might change. UTC, that is. We'll let you know, obviously, way ahead of time, but typically it will be at 7:30 UTC. No, 7 UTC. I'm losing my mind today. 7 UTC. Okay, so let's wrap up the stream then. So once again, thank you everybody for joining us in the chat. Thank you, Bruce, as always, 4 times in a row, for joining.
Yeah, no, it's been a pleasure. I'm enjoying this hot streak.
Let's see how long we can go for. Anyway, yeah, thank you everyone in the chat. Please, again, like we said, join us on Thursday. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and until next time, 07 Commanders.
07.